Have you ever found yourself thinking, is this all there is? Or, who am I really beneath all these years? As time goes on, it's easy to get caught up in the routines of life, careers, family, responsibilities, and forget to check in with yourself. Sometimes it feels like we spend so much time doing for others that we forget to ask, what do I really need? If you're like many people, these thoughts may start surfacing more often as you get older. Maybe you've reached a point where you feel like there's something more, something deeper inside you waiting to be discovered. Perhaps you've experienced significant life changes, retirement, the loss of loved ones, or children growing up and leaving the nest. And now you're left wondering who you are without all those roles and titles. You're not alone. Many of us, no matter our age, experience moments of questioning who we truly are and what we really want out of life. But here's the exciting part. It's never too late to embark on the journey of discovering your true self. In fact, this is one of the most fulfilling adventures you can undertake, no matter where you are in life. In this video, we're going to explore how to find your true self, especially as you move into your later years. We'll discuss how you can reconnect with your inner self, rediscover your passions, and embrace the opportunities for growth that still lie ahead. This process can be incredibly empowering, and trust me, it's one you deserve to take. Let's start with the first key step on this journey, self-reflection. You might be wondering, self-reflection, what does that mean exactly? It's simply taking the time to look inward, to pause, and to ask yourself meaningful questions. This is the time when you step away from the noise of life, the to-do lists, the obligations, and give yourself space to listen. It's not about judgment or criticism, but about understanding. It's like having a heart-to-heart with yourself. Now, if you've been busy raising a family or building a career, self-reflection might not be something you've prioritized. And that's okay. Life gets in the way sometimes, but now is the perfect time to give yourself that gift. Just think about it. When was the last time you really asked yourself what you wanted, not what others expected of you? Self-reflection is the first step toward figuring that out. Here's how you can get started. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. It doesn't have to be long, just 15 minutes to start. You can keep a journal or simply sit quietly with your thoughts. Ask yourself questions like, what brings me joy? What do I enjoy doing for myself? It could be something as simple as reading, gardening, painting, or even just spending time in nature. You're looking for the things that make your heart feel lighter, things that make you forget about the clock and the world around you. Another great question to reflect on is, what am I passionate about that I've never pursued fully? It's possible that somewhere along the way, you put certain dreams or hobbies on hold. Maybe you always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, start a small business, or write a book. Those things didn't happen, perhaps because of life's demands. But now, with more freedom in your schedule, it's the perfect opportunity to revisit those passions. Self-reflection can also help you understand what's no longer serving you. As we get older, we naturally shed certain things, habits, relationships, activities that no longer align with who we are becoming. Maybe there are negative thought patterns or toxic relationships that are holding you back. Reflecting on these can help you let go of what's no longer needed, making space for the new. And don't worry if you don't come up with the answers immediately. Self-reflection is a process, not a one-time event. It's about being open to discovering parts of yourself you may have forgotten or ignored. As you make time for this practice, you'll begin to hear your own inner voice more clearly. And, with that, you'll start to uncover what truly matters to you. Now that you've spent some time reflecting, it's important to take that next step. Exploring new experiences. The idea of exploring something new might sound daunting, especially if you've lived a comfortable life in the same town or stuck to a familiar routine. But trust me, this is where the magic happens. Growth comes from stepping outside your comfort zone and trying things you've never done before. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Small, manageable changes can make a huge difference. Exploring new things can help you rediscover parts of yourself that might have been dormant. Perhaps there's a hobby you've always wanted to try, art classes, yoga, or even learning a new language. Maybe you're curious about volunteering or getting involved in your community in a new way. These experiences can open up fresh avenues of self-discovery and joy, helping you reconnect with your passions and strengths. And let's not forget about the importance of building new connections. As we age, we often find that some of our old friendships or social circles change. This can leave us feeling isolated, which is why reaching out to others and creating new relationships is essential. Whether it's joining a club, participating in group activities, or simply striking up conversations with new people, you'll find that connecting with others is an important part of rediscovering yourself. When you explore new experiences, you'll also start to realize that there's no age limit to growth. It's easy to get into the mindset that I'm too old to change, but that's simply not true. Your mind and spirit are always ready to evolve. Embracing new experiences can reignite your sense of adventure and spark excitement in ways you might not have expected. By combining self-reflection with exploration, you begin to peel back the layers of who you are and what you truly want out of life. This process of discovery can be incredibly rewarding, and it often leads to the realization that your best years are still ahead of you. Now that we've talked about reflection and exploration, the next step is to focus on building resilience, something that becomes increasingly important as we get older. It's not just about bouncing back from challenges, it's about learning how to face them with a sense of grace and determination. This is a topic we'll dive deeper into in the next part. Now that we've explored self-reflection and the power of new experiences, let's talk about something that's essential to finding your true self. Building resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and as we get older, it's natural to face even more challenges, health issues, the loss of loved ones, or changes in financial security, just to name a few. Resilience is what helps us get through these tough times, not just by surviving, but by growing through them. You might be thinking, resilience sounds like something only younger people need. I've been through so much already. But here's the thing. Resilience isn't about denying your struggles. It's about having the inner strength to face them head on and continue moving forward, even when things get tough. And no matter how many years you've lived, it's always possible to strengthen your resilience. So, how can you do that? A great starting point is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It's about focusing on what's happening right here, right now, instead of getting caught up in worries about the past or future. For example, when you're eating, take the time to savor each bite. Notice the flavors, the texture, the warmth, or when you're walking outside, really take in the sights and sounds around you. This simple act of being present can make a big difference in your overall sense of peace and well-being. Mindfulness also helps you manage stress and negative emotions. When you face a challenge, whether it's a health scare or a difficult decision, mindfulness can help you stay grounded. Instead of panicking or spiraling into worry, you can approach the situation with clarity and calmness. This makes it easier to navigate tough times without letting them completely overwhelm you. But building resilience goes beyond just staying calm. It's also about developing a positive mindset. As we age, it's natural to feel a sense of loss or grief. Maybe you've seen friends or family members pass away, or you've had to let go of certain dreams or expectations. These losses are real, and they can take a toll on your mental health. But having a positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring those feelings. It's about choosing to focus on what you still have. The love of your family, the joy of simple pleasures, and the opportunity for new experiences. A positive mindset also involves recognizing the growth that comes with life's challenges. Think about some of the toughest times you've faced. At the time, it might have seemed impossible to get through. But looking back, you've likely learned valuable lessons, gained wisdom, or discovered strengths you didn't even know you had. This ability to see the silver lining, even in hard times, is a key part of building resilience. Another important aspect of resilience is self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, especially when we feel like we should have everything figured out by now. But being compassionate with yourself means recognizing that you're doing the best you can with what you have. It's okay to not have all the answers, to feel vulnerable, or to experience setbacks. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. Self-compassion can also help you move past the fear of failure. Many people avoid trying new things because they're afraid of making mistakes or looking foolish. But here's the truth: mistakes are part of the journey. They don't define you. They're simply stepping stones on the path to growth. When you approach life with self-compassion, you give yourself permission to fail, knowing that it's not the end, but rather an opportunity to learn and improve. Building resilience also involves taking care of your body. As we age, it's easy to forget that physical health plays a significant role in mental well-being. Regular exercise, eating nourishing foods, and getting enough rest can all contribute to a more resilient mindset. Even something as simple as taking a short walk each day or practicing deep breathing exercises can help lower stress and improve your overall outlook on life. One more thing to keep in mind when it comes to resilience is the importance of supporting others. Studies show that when we help others, it not only boosts their spirits, but also enhances our own resilience. Helping a friend, volunteering, or even just offering a kind word can make you feel more connected and purposeful. Plus, giving back to others helps you focus on the positive impact you can have, which is a powerful way to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. Now, let's talk about something else that's crucial for finding your true self: embracing your uniqueness. As we get older, many of us start to feel like we should fit into a certain mold or meet societal expectations. But the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all path to happiness. The more you embrace what makes you unique, the more you'll connect with your true self. This might mean letting go of comparisons to others. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, "I wish I were more like so-and-so"? Maybe you're comparing yourself to a younger version of you, or perhaps you're looking at friends or family members and feeling like they've accomplished more than you. But here's the reality: comparison only robs you of your joy. Everyone's journey is different, and the only person you should measure yourself against is yourself. Embracing your uniqueness means celebrating your strengths and quirks. What makes you different from everyone else? Maybe you have a talent for telling stories, or you're an amazing cook, or perhaps you're known for your infectious laugh. These are the things that make you who you are, and they are worthy of celebration. And remember, finding your true self isn't about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering the person you've always been. As you embrace your individuality, you'll begin to feel more authentic and confident, which will naturally lead to a deeper understanding of who you truly are. Next, let's explore the final piece of the puzzle: accepting change. This is an important step in finding your true self, and we'll dive into that more in the next part. Now that we've talked about building resilience and embracing your uniqueness, it's time to explore one of the most important aspects of finding your true self: accepting change. Change is a constant in life, and as we get older, it can feel like everything around us is shifting, whether it's our bodies, our relationships, or our roles in society. Change can be unsettling, and sometimes we might resist it, wishing things could stay the same. But the truth is, accepting change is a key step in discovering who you truly are, especially in the later stages of life. You've likely experienced a lot of change over the years. Some of it expected, some of it unexpected. Maybe you've retired, lost a loved one, or seen your children leave home to start their own lives. These changes can feel overwhelming, and it's easy to mourn what's been left behind. But here's something important to remember. Change doesn't always have to be a negative thing. In fact, many changes can lead to incredible growth and new opportunities. Let's take retirement, for example. For many, retirement can be a time of mixed emotions. On one hand, it's the end of a career, and that can bring feelings of loss or uncertainty. On the other hand, Retirement opens up the space to explore new passions and to spend time doing things you've always wanted to do. Maybe it's finally taking that painting class, traveling to places you've always dreamed of, or simply slowing down to enjoy the little things. Retirement, though it signals a major change, can also be a beautiful chapter of reinvention, where you can reconnect with your true self without the pressures of work and daily responsibilities. Accepting change also means letting go of the need for control. It's natural to want to hold on to the past, to resist anything that feels unfamiliar or uncertain. But life doesn't work that way. The more we try to control everything around us, the more we limit our ability to grow. It's important to recognize that, while we can't control everything, we do have control over how we respond to change. Instead of resisting it, we can choose to embrace it as part of the natural flow of life. This doesn't mean that you have to love every change or feel excited about every new phase. It's okay to feel sad, frustrated, or even fearful at times, but allowing yourself to feel those emotions and then move forward is what makes you resilient and adaptable. Over time, you'll begin to notice that accepting change can bring a sense of peace. When you stop fighting against it, you free yourself to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and how you choose to live. Another aspect of accepting change is being open to new opportunities. Sometimes we resist change because we fear the unknown, but in reality, change often brings with it unexpected opportunities. When you let go of old expectations and make room for the new, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. For example, maybe you never considered starting a new hobby or taking on a new challenge in your later years. But when you allow yourself to be open to new things, you might discover a passion or interest that enriches your life in ways you never imagined. It's also worth noting that change isn't always a big, dramatic shift. Sometimes it's the small, everyday changes that lead to the greatest personal discoveries. Maybe you start your day with a few minutes of meditation, or you take a different route when you go for a walk. These small changes can have a ripple effect on your mindset and outlook on life. When you become more open to the little shifts in your routine, you'll begin to feel more connected to your true self in ways that may surprise you. As you accept change, another powerful step in the journey to finding your true self is letting go of fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that can hold us back from living authentically. It's easy to be afraid of the unknown, of failure, or of what others might think. But fear doesn't have to control your life. In fact, once you begin to embrace change and accept the ups and downs of life, you'll find that your fears start to lose their grip on you. One way to let go of fear is to focus on the present moment. Often, our fears stem from worrying about what might happen in the future. But the truth is, we can't predict the future, and worrying about it only steals our peace. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, try to shift your attention to what you can do right now. Whether it's trying something new, making a small change, or simply being kind to yourself, taking action in the present can help reduce fear and increase your sense of confidence. Letting go of fear also means accepting imperfection. It's natural to want everything to be perfect, but perfection is an illusion. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of mistakes. And that's perfectly okay. In fact, our imperfections are what make us human. When you stop striving for perfection, you give yourself permission to be real. This is where true self-discovery happens, when you stop pretending to be someone you're not and start embracing who you truly are, flaws and all. Now, as we reach the end of this journey to finding your true self, I want to leave you with a final thought. You are enough just as you are. No matter what changes you face or what challenges come your way, remember that your worth isn't determined by your achievements, your mistakes, or even your age. You are a unique and valuable person, deserving of love, respect, and happiness. As you continue on this journey, be patient with yourself. It may take time to discover the depths of who you are, but every step you take toward understanding yourself is a step toward living a more fulfilled and authentic life. So, take it one day at a time. Embrace the changes. Let go of the fear and trust that you are on the right path. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. I hope this video has inspired you to take the next step toward finding your true self. Remember, it's never too late to start. Your best years are still ahead of you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content that can help you live your best life at any age. Here's to your continued growth and happiness.